So can we technically call this behind the bars, even though it was behind the fence? One day I was invited to play categories with three older white ladies. They were probably maybe not older. We might have been the same age, but sometimes the aging is a little different. No, I'm just being serious. Anyway, so I went to play categories with them. Now, the issue was that one of the ladies that was playing categories had been called out on her hygiene, right? God bless her, but she was sweet. Anyway, she consistently would use the bathroom, and I don't know what she was doing in the stall because I don't care, but not wash her hands afterwards. Now, I don't have to tell you the issue with this, but one of the main issues is that you're going and you're touching community property, right? With your little nasty pissy hands. Let's just call her Pissy Hands Patty, okay? Just to make this story flow easier. So I had seen her several times not wash her hands, and then other people had. No, I'm not the type of person to call you out on your hygiene. I just know, like, maybe we can't be friends, like, or we can't be tights, you know what I mean? And that's okay, because everybody is not for everybody. So it didn't matter. But one day during messy time, somebody calls out Pissy Hands Patty. They're like, Pissy Hands Patty uses the restroom and doesn't wash her hands, and then she touches the microwave and the iron, and it goes all out, right? So usually during messy time, someone also co-signs. Now, I need you to understand too that messy time is people just yelling out at the top of their lungs to, like, we had about like 100 women, between 86 to 100 women in our unit at any given time. So you have to speak loudly, right? And it kind of echoes because everything is concrete. So, everybody co-signs also when somebody, yells something out. Ugh, that's disgusting. Bitch, you nasty. Stuff like that. So, so everybody's like, up in arms because Pissy Hands Patty is touching everything and not using the restroom. So Pissy Hands Patty is upset at this point because she feels attacked, by a lot of women. So she, in return, yells out, "It's not like I was in there playing with my pussy." So this was her response, and everybody got a lot of joy and a kick out of her response. So they started laughing, and then kind of that's the end of that. But then you still knew, like, hey, don't eat anything that Pissy Hands Patty made, or you took precautions. So anyway, fast forward, I get invited to play categories with Pissy Hands Patty and two other people. And at first I was going to be like, absolutely not, because she's Pissy Hands Patty. But like I said, you're so bored in prison, and I love categories, right? Like, I love it. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and play categories with Pissy Hands Patty and her crew. So again, it's her crew, so you know that they're also okay with being friends with the pee-pee girl, the girl that doesn't wash her hands. And that's fine. So I'm playing categories, and I completely won, obviously. If I would have been really disappointed in myself if I lost against Pissy Hand Patty and her friends, right? Like, anyway, so we win, and they had such a great time playing with me, and I was so non-judgmental about the whole thing. Of course, soon afterwards, I went in immediately. I washed all my hands. I probably took a shower. I did what was necessary. After we played categories, maybe like 3-4 hours later, Pissy Hands Patty shows up to my, my cube, with a cake. It was her olive branch. And she says, hey, I made this cake. She had made this cake, and she wanted me to eat it. And she made it with her two little pissy hands. I was like, thank you so much, Pissy Hands Patty. But I'm so full right now. I'm gonna try it later, right? Because she was definitely standing there waiting for me to, you know, attack this cake. Now, it probably tasted really good because Pissy Hands Patty, she looked like she knew how to make a cake, okay? But it was a risk that I was unable to take. So anyway, she leaves the cake with me. I throw it in the trash and I go back to her and I tell her that it was amazing and I thank her for it.